Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. First of all, I want to say thank you so much to Smashbox for sending me 4 more of their cover shop palettes. So today I have 4 looks, 4 palettes for you guys. It's going to be great. I absolutely love the looks that I came up with these. I tried to switch up the styles. So I hope that you guys like this video, and let's get right into the tutorial. Look number 1 is the Ablaze Palette. So I'm taking this first shade here and running that all over my lid in order to set my base in place and ensure that all of my shadows blend out seamlessly. Next, I'm taking this shadow on a fluffy blending brush and I'm applying this to the inner and outer crease area. I'm leaving the lid blank because I'm actually going to be applying different colors there, so just focus these colors mainly in your crease. And I am just blending with soft swirling motions and mostly focusing the color into the crease and then blending upward with what's left on the brush once most of the product is gone. Next, I'm going to deepen that up a little bit further with this shade here, using the same motions, keeping the colors just a bit lower. And then one more time, I'm going to deepen it up with the darkest shade in the palette on my pencil brush. And this is great for small detail work or getting very, very deep in the crease. So I'm just outlining the very, very top of my crease and defining my lid. So, and I'm also making sure to go back and forth with a clean blending brush to make sure that everything is seamless and just looks very blended. Now I'm going to go ahead and start to work on my lid colors. I'm taking this shade and applying that to the inner and outer lid with a flat synthetic brush. This really presses on the shimmer colors and makes them, the payoff is incredible with a brush like this. So I'm doing that, and then in the center I'm applying this color for added dimension. So because it's going from darker to lighter to darker, it really makes a round effect to the eyes. Finally, I'm taking this gorgeous shimmer shade and using that to highlight my brow bone and the inner corners of my eye to bring a little bit more light to that area. Once I'm done with all of my lid colors, I'm going to go ahead and apply a gel eyeliner. This is the Beauty Bakerie Black Milk Liner. It's my favorite. I'm applying it with this winged liner brush. Very tiny brushes are best for getting a really precise wing, and this one is perfect for the job. The lashes I've paired with this look today are the Nubounsom Bellas. I do have a coupon code for all of the Nubounsom eyelashes, and I will place that in the description box below if you guys are interested in picking up a pair. And finishing up with the lower lash line, I'm taking this shade here on a flat shader brush and applying that all along my lower lashes. I like to bring the shadow all the way in toward my inner corner because I like the more dramatic look. If you would rather just have it on the outside, that's fine too. And once I have built up that color and blended it out a bit, I'm going to go over it with this darkest shade once again and very, very tightly against my lower lashes. Apply that there for even more definition. And that is actually it for the first look. Next up is the Bold palette. I absolutely love this one. It's a very easy look to create. So I'm taking this first shade and applying that into my crease with a fluffy blending brush. And I am basically keeping this in the crease and the outer corner and blending until it's nice and soft and hazy. And then I'm going to take the second shade and go over that area just to create a little bit different of a color and add a little bit more dimension and depth to the outer corner. After that, the inner corner is going to be very bright and popping. That's why I chose the yellow for this section of the eye, and I am just packing that all on and blending out the edges with a blending brush. And then the lower lash is where all of the pops of color happen. So starting with the orange, I'm applying that into the inner third of my lower lid, and then packing on the second color to the center, and then of course with the third color on the outer corner. And then I'm blending the edges of each of the colors where they meet together with a pencil brush. And finally, for just a tiny bit of definition to my eyes, I am applying a little bit of black eyeliner and smudging that into the outer corner. And that is it for this bold look. I created this opal inspired look using the Soft Light palette. The first shade I am using is this soft brown shade. These all have shimmers, but they look amazing in the crease still. So I'm just applying this all the way across my crease and extending it into more of a pointed shape on the outer corner of my eye, because this just creates a more dramatic look and more blown out type of smoky eye, and I absolutely love that for these kinds of colors. So I'm just extending that outward and also bringing that along my lower lashes as well, because we're using one color at a time. You might as well use it where you're going to use it before you dip into the next color. And then after that, I'm deepening that up just a bit with the next color in the palette and going over those same areas, staying a little bit lower, but really working on the intensity and shadowing of the crease. Next is this purple shade. It's a shimmery purple shade, and I'm using that on the outer half of my lid. I really do love how soft these colors are. Next, I'm taking this highlight shade, which also has a purple tone to it, and I'm applying that to the inner half of my lid, as well as the inner half of my lower lid. And finally, taking this other highlight shade, I used that to highlight the inner corners of my eye, which, as you can see, really brightened that area and brought the light to that spot and just made a kind of ethereal glow to the look. Now, once I was done with that, I realized that I wanted a little bit more intensity in the purple shadows on my lids, so I actually went over those two purple colors with two of the shades from the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit. After that, I went ahead and applied just a very, very thin line of liner to hide my lash band, and applied my Russian white lashes once again, because I like that fluttery, soft look for this type of eye look. Do a more unexpected and out-of-the-box lip color to pair with this eye look, so I lined my lips using NYX Nude Truffle Pencil Liner, and then I filled everything in using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in the shade Sepia. And that is it for the third look. One more to go. My fourth and final look was created using the Smoky Palette. This one is my favorite of all four palettes. I'm taking this first shade and applying that all over the lid like I did in the first look, just to create a seamless base for the rest of the shadows to blend out on. Next, I'm taking this soft brown shade on a winged liner brush, and I am just creating the start of my cutout crease. And I'm just slowly following that from the outer corner above my lid all the way across my eye, and slowly blending that out and adding more intensity as I go. And once I'm happy with the amount of color I have and the blending on it, I'm going to go ahead and deepen that up using the darkest shade in the palette, and doing the same thing, basically just keeping it a little bit lower and a little bit more concentrated towards the outer corner of my eye. And just always making sure to come back in with my fluffy blending brush and blend all of that out. The next step in the cut crease is to take my concealer on a flat shader brush and just go along the underside of that line that I've created to sharpen it up and make it nice and clean. And then I'm going in with that original shade once again to set the concealer in place and make sure that nothing is going to move around. But I'm saving the outer portion of my upper lid. I'm not applying any shadow there until I get to this sparkly green shade, which is, I was immediately drawn to as soon as I saw this palette. It's just so incredibly beautiful. So I'm applying this to the outer part of my lid and kind of following that line, but staying just a bit lower so that we keep that kind of empty space between the color and the crease, and it just creates a more dynamic look. It just looks so absolutely beautiful. So I'm following that line, and then I'm taking my soft pencil brush and blending the inner part of that color into the lid shade so that we have a seamless transition. And I also wanted to add a bit of glam to this look, so I'm taking the White Sprinkles and Sprinkles Glue by Bakerie Cosmetics. I absolutely love their glitters and just the way that all of their products are named after like sweets and treats. And I am applying that to the inner portion of my lid for just an extra pop of interest to the look. I chose the Nubounsom Dragon Lee lashes for this look in particular because they're very, very dramatic, flared out at the outer corner, and paired perfectly with this look. And then going to the lower lash line, this is also very, very dramatic and smoked out, very intense look. I'm starting out by lining my lower waterline with a black liner and then taking some gel liner on my winged liner brush and making a tiny wing in the inner corner of my eye, and then extending that all the way across the lower lashes. And then I went over that to set everything in place with the black shade again, and I made sure to smoke that all out using that brown shade that I used originally in the crease, and that just created a very smoky, sexy effect. And I decided to finish off this look with a nice nude glossy lip. So I'm beginning by lining my lips with the Colourpop BFF pencil and then filling in my lips using the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Undressed. And that is it for the fourth and final look. So for those of you who stuck around, I have a special surprise for you. For those of you who follow me already, you know that Smashbox originally had sent me the Golden Hour palette, which is this one right here, and I already did a tutorial on that, so I will leave a link in the bottom if you want to see a tutorial with this one. But they also sent me the Bold palette, which means that I have two. Should I give one away? No, seriously, I'm gonna give it away to one of you guys. All you have to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment on the contest picture on my Instagram, and yeah, I'll send it to you. So I absolutely love this palette, and that's why I waited to do this look last, so that this would be like my intro and conclusion thing, so that you could actually see me wearing it. And I actually created a different look with this palette originally on my Instagram. It was like a sunset look, so if you want to check that out, you can. But this palette is awesome for any bold pops of color. You do not need to use the entire palette every time you use it. Or, like, you know, you don't have to use every single color every time you use it. You can just, like, mix it in with different looks to create something new. So I think that this one is definitely a staple in everybody's kit, in everybody's collection. It's just the colors that you will need and the bold, rich, pigmented shadows that you want. I hope that you guys enjoy that and that you're happy about this giveaway. I definitely want to do more giveaways in the future. And finally, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. It will help it rise higher in the rankings so that people can see it, and who doesn't want to see 4 looks in one tutorial? So make sure to subscribe before you leave, and that will enter you into the giveaway. Make sure to leave a comment on my Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!